Okay, so welcome to Let's Talk. So today we're going to be doing the first episode of a transfer centre, so episode 1. So we're just going to go through all the transfers in the Premier League, what we think they're going to do, all the rumours, how we think the club's going to do, and go from there. So today we've just got Nissi on. You want to say hello, Nissi?
Yes, easy.
Yes. No Ricardo today, so it should be a quick episode, this one. Not got Ricardo talking all the time. So we'll kick it off straight away. So we'll start with your team, Nissi. So Man U, obviously quite active at the moment. So the rumours are Varane, obviously he's going to be coming in. Sancho's on, is literally a certainty, and then Pogba on his way out. What do you think?
I mean, with Man United, it's always same, isn't it? Really, you get a lot of talk through transfers, a lot of talk just before the transfer market opens. They get a lot of talk throughout the transfer market, and when it's shut, everyone's like, "What happened?" We're always linked with like everyone. I feel like with United, you can never get your hopes up too high until it's actually been done. Like I know Sancho's like it's done. Into the books, but with Varane, I'm still 50-50, like whether it's going to happen or not. I know it's close, but I don't know.
Personal terms are agreed out there, but it's just the Real Madrid now agreeing to exactly. Real Madrid. Yeah,
exactly. And knowing how other clubs behave and how they like to behave during these times, we're going to get down to. It's going to go down to the wire. It's going to go down to like last day. Is he going to come? Is he not going to come? And then we'll go another season of if would have, could have, should have sort of thing. But
what do you reckon if he does come?
Great signing. It's what we needed. I don't know whether him and Maguire will clash because Varane obviously he want to take lead when he comes to United.
Yeah,
with his experience, sort of like leadership role. But I think him and Maguire will. I think they'll partner up quite well. I think they'll do quite well. But we need a centre back. We've been crying for a centre back for far too long now. So I don't know whether I've heard a lot of people say he might have passed it, but I don't know.
He's only like 26, isn't he? Isn't he only like 26?
I don't know why people are saying that. Like, but I think he's still top of the range, and I'd be happy to have him at United. It's just what we need. We need a centre back, and then we just need to buy a CDM as well. But who we're going to get, I'm not too sure because there's a couple of names being flying around, but I'm not too sure who we're going to get.
Who's flying? What names are there? Goretzka, I've heard.
Yeah, he came in this week. His name came flying about this week, but I feel like with Goretzka, it's another one United just like to throw in. Oh, we're linked with this guy.
Yeah.
I'm excited, and everyone talks about it, and it never happens. But I feel like until I see him lift the shirt, the player lifts the shirt, a United top, I'm not going to believe anything I read anymore.
Declan Rice as well. Declan Rice has been linked to it.
With Declan Rice, I mean, he had a great Euros, but
100 mil, they're saying.
I feel like if we get Declan Rice, we're just going to end up paying stupid money for him.
Yeah, it'd be 100 mil, wouldn't it? If you get
exactly for someone who can do the job, but it's not going to be out there. I don't think it's just because he's English. Obviously, it's going to cost an arm and a leg, and I don't think it's worth really investing in. Really, I think everyone loves the whole like get an English player in, but I feel like they're overpriced for what they give. I feel like they're overpriced. I think a lot of English players.
I mean, Ben White 50 mil. We'll come on to him. Ben White 50 mil. It's just like what is going on?
He's a great footballer, but 50 mil for him. You got to do better business than that. But it's his nationality. The fact that he's English just puts his price tag up already straight away by 20-30 mil. So if that's the going price for Ben White, then I don't want to know what the going price for everyone else is. Ben White is cheap. That is expensive for Ben White. So Declan Rice is double the price, triple.
That's what I mean. 100 mil. It's crackers.
Like how much is England for if Ben White goes?
150, isn't he? Okay, and they want 150 for him. But I mean, who's paying that? Like,
that's what I mean. Who's paying that? I'm not too sure. City's obviously favourites at the minute. City at favourites.
They won't pay that.
Do you reckon?
No, well, Pep's already come out and said they won't. They've bid 100, but they said they're not going any more than that.
Really? You reckon they'll just stay at Spurs then?
Yeah, He's been priced out of the move. Yeah, he's been priced out of the move. No team can afford that.
But
And the problem is he can't kick up a fuss either because he's the captain and he's like the leader of England, leader of Spurs, and he's a Spurs boy now. He can't really say.
I've heard he's rumored to not return to training or something.
I don't think he'll do that. I think he's too much of a role model. Like, do you know what I mean? He's too much of a golden boy, isn't he?
When did you back? Like next week?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Well, their first game, City, you know, Spurs.
First game of the season.
Yeah, City Spurs first game of the season.
You know, with City with Spurs though, it's something that they'll end up winning that, and then everyone get really excited, and so people say City. Look at City, but I think Spurs will probably win that. You know.
I mean, I don't think anyone's going to get excited about Spurs. Well, I think everyone sort of knows it's going to be an okay season. It's not going to be a great season, is it?
What do you reckon their target is for this year, for next season? Do you reckon they'll be targeting
top six? Yeah, it'll be top six.
Top six. That's crazy. And there
was a point definitely not top four. Definitely not top four now.
Wow, there was a point where they were challenging to get win the Prem. Their target was to win the Prem, and now it's top six. That is bad.
That's what I mean. Yeah, no.
That's shocking.
So with Varane, then you think that's a good signing? Sancho, good signing.
I mean, yeah, I'm not complaining. I feel like we needed other players more than Sancho, but I can't complain. Sancho's a good player. Yeah. It's great option to have for that front three. I don't feel like that was the spot we needed.
We need strength in that thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's a great signing. I'm not going to complain. I know I sound like I'm about to complain, but I feel like we had areas on the pitch where we were struggling last year, and we haven't filled them yet. And I'm a bit worried that our main priorities are getting players just to fill other places. A bit like when we got Telles. We got a left back, Brandon Williams, who was playing well, and then we got Telles. And I was thinking, right, great, we got Telles now, but we've only got one right back and three left backs.
Yeah.
So how did you end up with three left backs and one right back? Like, surely someone's got to look at that and think, right, we don't need another left back. Let's go and get a right back. And with the CDM situation at the minute, it can't. If we play another season with Fred and McTominay in CDM, we're going to be competing with Spurs. I'm telling you.
So the signings that you've got, Varane and Sancho, do you think that's going to? Obviously, you said the good signings. Do you think that improves your team? So do you think you finished second last year? Do you think obviously it improves your team? Do you think you'd be going more points or?
I knew that was coming. No.
Yeah, you got to ask the question.
You know what? It'd be interesting. I think we are definitely capable of getting more points, but that team, no. As much as I'd love to say, we're going to win the title, but we haven't.
It's weird, isn't it? It's a weird one because second place, and you've improved with a really good centre back. You've improved with a really good winger, and you don't feel like you're on the next step still.
Like, it's weird. I don't know what we need, but I feel like we're still very far off them top three teams.
Do you think? So you think you're going to be lower than second next season?
No, of course not. We're going to win the league.
No, come on.
We're not going to blaspheme against United. Of course not. We're going to win the league. But in all seriousness, there are three teams in the Premier League that are looking very strong for next year. And
City, Liverpool, Chelsea.
Yeah. We're going to win it, obviously, but they are going to be on our toes. They will be on our toes next year. They will be on our toes. We will win it, but it's going to be a difficult one with them three behind us.
And then just last bit on Man United then. Pogba. Obviously PSG are interested. He's got 1 year left in his contract. He's not signed yet.
When has PSG not been interested in Pogba? They've been ever since we signed Pogba at PSG.
I know, but this year is different though. He's got a year left. They can sign him in January.
Every year we hear about Pogba rumours. It's like, he's got 2 years left. I know I think it was 3 years ago. He's got 3 years left on his contract. Or is he going to sell up now? We didn't. He's got 2 years left. Is he going to say no? If he goes, he goes. Like, fair play. He can go. He's going to be.
Do you think he will? Do you think he will go?
No, I don't think he will. But
they can sign him in January for free. So if they come in, what would you do if they come in and said, right, Pogba said, I'm not signing no contract now. That I'll give you 40 million for him now, or we'll just take him in January. What would you take the risk and try and?
No, wait. His contract runs out in Jan, or does it run out next year?
No, but foreign clubs can buy him in January for free for the summer. So
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? If we do sell Pogba, the money will only just go into Glazer's pocket. So you know what? Let him go on a free. Let him go on a free. Let the Glazers lose out on that one. Let the Glazers lose out on that one.
They're spending money now, though. They're spending money. Sancho, Varane, they're spending money.
Long overdue. Let's put it that way. Long overdue.
I think I listened to TalkSport the other day, and they said that the big six, the big six that were trying to move away, they're all spending money, and they're all doing it as a sort of, we're really sorry for what we did. Here's a player. Please forgive us, type thing. Yeah. You reckon it's a bit of that?
No,
because they all spent money though. Look at all of them. Tottenham.
I feel like they've been spending money though. Chelsea spend like loads.
Yeah, they spend money. Yeah, they always do.
They've been spending, and City is City. They've got money, endless amounts of money. Liverpool, have they really been signing? I don't know who've they signed.
I think Thiago last year they signed.
I feel like that's like last year, don't you? Before the thing, but I feel like they got rid of a lot of players, and they're not really.
Yeah, this year they've not bought anyone over.
I don't know. With United, I feel like it's the whole Ed Woodward factor that's helped us a lot. But I feel like Sancho was always, it was going to happen. Whether it's this season, next season, like, do you know what I mean? It was always going to happen.
Yeah.
Varane, that's to do with Madrid. They've messed up with that one. I don't know what's happening in Spanish football. What Spanish football is going down
their skin out there. Their skin.
It's game over down there. I don't know what's happening, but they have ruined football for the Spanish people over there. It's unlucky. I don't know. It might be a good thing. Finally, we're going to start seeing other Spanish teams competing for the title again.
Yeah.
So it might be a good thing for Spanish football, but them two teams at the top,
Atletico Madrid, they're still spending. They've just bought
exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean.
DePaul. They've just bought DePaul.
That's what I mean. The other Spanish teams, they're still doing well. It's just the two at the top. They've got no money to spend. So what they've done there, I've no idea. They've got a big task ahead of them. So. But no, I don't think it's to do with the Super League at all. I think it was always going to happen. As soon as we get rid of Ed Woodward, we was always going to spend.
Yeah,
it was always going to spend. I don't know how much influence really that Super League has had. They don't really care, really, do they? Let's be honest. It's just a different way of making money for them. So.
Yeah. Just touching on what you said about La Liga, Barcelona have just offered. Well, they've just threatened the players. If you don't take I think it's 50% pay cut, we're going to take you to court because of being a salary cap. So it just shows that Barcelona and Real Madrid have spent far too much money on wages, and now they are literally just trying. They're getting rid of everyone. Barcelona put Griezmann. There's like 6 players have put Dembele. There's like 6 players have put on transfer list ready to go because they can't afford them.
Well, they're already. Messi's already agreed to
quarter of a mil. That's a week. Yeah, no.
That's fair play to him though. But I mean, it's about time. Someone has to start it, and if Barcelona is the one to start it, and everyone else follows suit, then I'm happy with that. It's about time we tell players, you know what, you're getting too much money. Let's cut it.
Especially with COVID, like it's like everybody, like you see the world like going to like people who lost their jobs and stuff like that. Footballers still getting paid exactly the same.
Exactly. It's about time. It's about time that the players take a cut. So I think it's unlucky. Unfortunate, it's the way it's happened. Obviously with Barcelona, but it's a good thing that it's happening finally. That teams are now say, you know what, you are actually getting too much money, and we're not going to rinse the fans anymore by putting prices up. We're just actually going to take your wages off you.
Yeah.
So it's a positive, I suppose. It's good way of looking at it. But I'm looking for the Spanish players, man.
Yeah, I'm coming over here. Right, Arsenal next. So Arsenal, obviously Ben White, he's pretty much done now. £50 million from Brighton. The next one, Aaron Ramsdale. So they bid 30 million. Sheffield said they'll only take 32. Apparently that's going through. You've got Tammy Abraham, who is either going to the same West Ham or Arsenal. 40 million for him. And then they bought a lad from Belgium as well, haven't they? For 19 million, I think, centre midfield from Belgium.
I've seen that one.
What do you think to all them?
Arsenal side, whoever's in charge of Arsenal's negotiations, wow.
They do.
Wow. Just wow. Like, that club, that's embarrassing, that club is going the same way West Ham and that are going. Like, when you just spend loads of money, Everton, that type of way, like just spend loads of money, hope they'll have a good season, and they always flop. How can you spend 50 million on Ben White? Like, what?
How can you spend 32 million on Ramsdale? The guy's been relegated. He's had 2 seasons in the Premier League. He's got relegated in both of them.
Where are they getting this money from as well? This I don't understand.
I know, yeah. This is what I mean about the COVID, the Super 6 thing. Are they now spending money a little bit just to say, please forgive us type thing? But yeah, I mean, they've sold Xhaka, aren't they, to Roma? Xhaka's going to Roma, so there's a bit of money there. Obviously, got rid of some wages, aren't they? Like David Luiz, big wages. Bellerin's going, he'll be on big wages. So they've got rid of a few wages, aren't they? But
still can't get rid of Willian.
Willian, Lacazette, they can't get rid of either because Lacazette's got a year left on his contract, but because he's got such big wages, no club will take him. So they've offered him to clubs, but no one will take him.
He's not going to
play. He's not going to play.
That's mad. That they have another Ozil on the books. That's insane. Yeah. That's mad. How do you get yourself in the same situation twice? Like, do you not learn from your mistakes?
Willian, what was that?
That's mad. Like, that's crazy.
But it's like,
go on. What you say?
No, like they keep taking Chelsea's rejects. So Chelsea keep saying, "Yeah, these players aren't any good anymore." Oh yeah, we'll have them. Yeah, go on then. Like Luiz, Willian, Tammy Abraham, like the list goes on.
If they get Tammy Abraham, that'd be a joke. That he's a good player though.
He's one that could actually turn it on. Like you feel like he could turn it on type thing. But I mean, the price that they're charging for him, I think.
When you say turn on, though, what they're going to achieve realistically, Arsenal?
Exactly. I mean, the players bringing in.
What are they going for?
Exactly.
Like the target top 6 for them players.
I think Ben White will improve them. I think he will improve them, and I think he's a good player. I think he's a player that you feel will get better as well. Like he's really good on the ball, and he's a player that is improving. So you feel that like £50 million is a lot of money for him, and a lot of money to pay a player from Brighton. But there's a chance he could go on and develop, and he could be worth a little bit more in a couple of years. Do you know what I mean? The Ramsdale one, I just don't understand at all. Like. He's a third choice he's fourth choice England goalkeeper, and I don't know if you'd get 30 million for Henderson, would you?
I feel like no. Yeah, we would.
Would you?
Yeah, I reckon we would. English goalkeeper.
How old's Pickford? How much is Pickford worth now?
Oh yeah, to be fair,
if Ramsdale's worth 32, Pickford's worth 60.
More than that, Pickford's like 80. Then
that's ridiculous. Who pays 80 million for Pickford? This is what I mean. That is ridiculous.
I mean, I don't know. That's I think it just shows you where Arsenal's at the minute, signing players like that.
It's like panic buying, isn't it? Yeah, it's like
big club with a lot of money, but not competing really. Because like they should be signing Pickford or first team. You should be signing first team keepers, first team nationals. You can't as a team like Arsenal. You can't be signing third keepers. That makes no sense.
But you look at like Liverpool when they competed for the league and they brought in Alisson, a really good Brazilian goalkeeper. He was on like 30 million. I think they paid for him, and that was like a step up. And I just feel like Ramsdale, is he really a step up? Conceded the most goals last season. Conceded the most goals the year before that. Like,
what's wrong with Leno? I don't get it. Is Leno?
Apparently he's leaving. They're saying he's leaving. But this is the thing, right? Martinez, they sold for 10 million to Villa, and he got player of the season last year. Well, obviously goalkeeper of the season, and he sold him for 10 million.
Arsenal, whoever does that Edu guy, man. Honestly, they're having a mare at the minute. They are having a mare. I'd be ashamed as an Arsenal fan to say that them guys are running the club. That's insane.
They've got some a decent part of the team. So I think Ben White's a good player, and I think obviously a lot they paid for him, but I think it's good. Kieran Tierney's a good left back, really good left back. Obviously Saka's had a really good tournament. Smith Rowe's developing. Do you know what I mean? They've got some good players knocking about, but I just think the overall team, I just think is very, very poor. And like you said, I don't see where their ambition is going to be this season.
Exactly. I feel like they're all right players, but really, like, they're competing with Leeds. Sorry to say, but they're just going to compete with Leeds. Mid-table, hoping for best. Like, they're not really.
Why do you have to do that? We talk about Arsenal and straight away you just have a little dig at Leeds. Hope for the best.
Oh, we hate Leeds. That's why we hate Leeds. Someone has to hate him. Someone has to hate him.
Everybody hates him. Every song we all hate Leeds scum.
Only United fans hate Leeds.
No, everyone
only
hates
United
Leeds.
fans.
Yeah, so back onto Arsenal. But I feel as well with the signings that it's very much like you said, like Everton signings, like Sigurdsson was like 50 mil when they bought him, and it's like he was never going to get into a Man U or a Chelsea or a Liverpool. He was going to get into a team going for the mid-table top 6, but 50 million is just ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? It feels like that, doesn't it? From
well, that's it. I feel like they're just signing players like that, but then it shows you what level they're at as well. If they're not competing with Arsenal, Chelsea for players anymore, then sorry to say, Arsenal, you guys are not a top 6 anymore. If you're not competing for the same players as the top 6 teams, then you are not a top 6 side. How can you compete? How can you compete with Everton for players and still classify yourself as a top 6?
So with that, then, with what you just said, do you reckon the Arsenal fans back in the stadiums this year, Arsenal are, let's say they're about 8th in the league, 20 games, 10 games to go. Is Arteta still in the job? Because Arsenal fans will have that. We're a top 4 team. We've just spent £100 million on players. We expect to be in the top 4 now.
No,
I agree with you. The players that they're bringing in, I don't think are good enough to get them into that top 4. So does Arteta stay? Will the fans get on his back?
I mean, I don't think they can get any worse than last year. Like, when did they come 8th?
Yeah.
I don't think they can get any worse than that. Like, if they come, I don't know. I can't see Arsenal coming 10th. Like, that is bad. That is
they're not gonna. I don't think they'll finish worse than that.
Exactly. So you can't get any worse than that. It's not possible for him to get any worse. If he gets sacked and if he gets 7th and gets sacked, it doesn't really make sense because he's done better than last year.
But he spent 100 mil.
I suppose.
It's mad, isn't it? Like, it's mad.
Like, he has spent a lot of money, and I feel like he needs to.
On them 3 players is almost 120 mil. If you got them 3 players,
that's going price though in this era though, isn't it? It's this way of football now.
You expect though. You spend 120 million, you expect to improve, and if they only finish 7th, which I feel they probably will do around that area, but you expect.
I think that's it. Yeah, you're right. But who's going to come in and do an Arsenal job now, though? Like, who's about to do the job? Like, I heard a couple of them say the international managers, which is like Mancini or what's not. But they all got international duties in like a year now, haven't they? They've all got the so it's only going to happen really after that. So I'm not too sure what's going to happen. I'm not too sure how it will work. But if it does,
you're looking at managers that have changed, who could really change them. So you're looking like a Conte. Like, Conte would come in and he would do. I think he would do really well because he does really well at all these clubs. But he would demand money to spend, and he would demand. And I just think that team is so far away now.
Yeah, but they will spend because they spent 100 mil.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah,
they will spend now, so maybe they will get. Maybe they can attract big managers.
But they've spent 100 mil, and we don't even think they're going to improve. So how far away are they?
That's far. Yeah, they are far. Yeah, that's true.
That's what I mean. How much money do they have to spend? If they spent 100 mil and we don't even think they're going to get up a league position, how much?
Yeah,
how much do they have to spend to get up?
I feel like though, if we all knew Arsenal would have to spend easily 200 to 300 mil just to try and even get back to Europe. I feel like we knew that though. After last year's performance, Arsenal was so far off. Like United, we got Champions League and what's not, and we knew we'd have to spend about 100 to 150 mil just to improve our team. But Arsenal, they had a stinker. Like, they had a shock in like the last 3 seasons. Today they have a big task on their hand. So maybe it's the first step of a 3-year plan and that we don't know about. But yeah, definitely not ready for next year. Unless they've got another 100 mil to spend, maybe they can compete. But I don't think they have got another 100 mil to spend.
No. And then Liverpool next. So they've not signed anyone yet. Liverpool have they? They've not actually signed anyone.
I don't think they have. Liverpool, they've been. I don't know what they've done. To be fair, they've let go. Well, they've got. There's talks about Henderson going, don't there?
That's what I'm going to say. So Henderson, he's not signing a new contract either, and they're saying that they're struggling to negotiate the contract. And the rumours are Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, PSG are after him or something.
I struggle to see Henderson leave, really. Like, is he really going to leave? I don't think he will. I'm really struggling to see that happening, but I don't know. It's Henderson in the day, isn't it? Like, he's not the greatest of players. I don't think he's that great, but Liverpool fans love him. I can't see him leaving. I can't see it. Liverpool fans love Henderson, and
when I first heard this one, I just feel it's a bit like obviously he's coming like to the end of his career type thing, and I just felt it was a bit like they've tried to negotiate a contract. Is he just trying to get a little bit more? Like it's like if you sell your house, you get offered a price. You always say, "Oh, well, give us a little bit more." Do you know what I mean? Is it a little bit like that where he's like they've offered him a contract? Actually, I'll have another year. I don't know, and it's a little bit like that, and then they'll probably just give him another year and they'll sign. Like,
I thought it was more to do with like he wanted 5 years, but they'd only give him 3 years, something like that, or 2 years.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, do you reckon they'll just meet in the middle and go, "All right, just have 4"?
Yeah, but I feel like if Ronaldo tried the same thing, I think they were just mugging people off, weren't they? Trying to give him as little as possible, and they said, and Ronaldo. That's why Ronaldo ended up leaving. Like, I think players just get fed up with not being paid what they should be getting paid. I think Mane's in the same boat as well. I think he's not happy with how much he's getting, and he'll end up doing the same thing next season when his contract runs out. So they did some good signings, obviously getting people on really cheap wages and really good salaries. But
they bought players to develop, didn't they? They bought like Salah. They only got paid 30 mil for Mane, and they paid like 40 mil for.
That's it. They're doing a lot of good business, but I feel like this is it now, isn't it, for them? They need to start upping the salary cap because players are getting fed up. The Champions League, Premier League winning side, and there's players still on the books for like 80 grand a week. It's like
and then you see like and then
Arsenal playing players 120 for £200 a week. If you can wait,
Willian, you look at Willian, he's on 125 grand a week. Like, what's going on here?
No sense. But you got Liverpool who would be a snide not wanting to pay their players. I'm pretty sure Liverpool put their players on furlough as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they just won it for
Scousers and Leeds. That's it.
No, you always have to just bring Leeds into this. And then just with who they're going to sign, they're rumoured with Jared Bowen from West Ham.
Oh, really? I mean, is it really going to add much?
Do they need him? Salah, Mane, Jota?
He's not going to add. He's not going to add to their squad. Is it? He's going to be on the bench. I think. Luke, I mean, you got Salah and Mane who score so many goals. Like, why do you need more?
Mane was poor last year, though, wasn't he? He was poor last year, Mane. He had a bad season.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of players were poor last year, but
yeah.
I mean, if they're gonna do that, they're gonna have to get rid of Mane. I don't think Mane will want to stand on the bench.
Well, they're saying Shaqiri, Origi, and there's someone else they're getting rid of. Nat Phillips as well. He's another one.
Yeah,
get rid of to fund it.
Fair play.
So out with Deadwood, in with like.
Where did Jota fit in then after that? Where do you put Jota if you sign him?
Like through the middle. You go then through and you Jota through the middle, maybe.
Right, I'll see what Klopp does, but I don't know. It's the Scousers. No one cares about
him. And then Spurs. So Spurs have been quite busy.
Yes,
Lamella's finally going, and they're bringing in Gil from Sevilla, 19-year-old Spanish. He's had 3 caps for Spain, so that's a swap deal, that one. But they're paying 23 mil plus Lamella for him.
I mean, Spurs are in the same boat as Arsenal at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah, just like
the players they're signing are just like
not going to set the world light, are they?
United, Chelsea, Liverpool are not going for them players, and it
Yeah.
shows what level you're at if you're not competing with the same players. If you're competing with players who want to sign for West Ham, then that shows you what level you're at, really, innit?
Yeah.
You shouldn't really be signing them players if you're trying to get top 4. Yeah, I personally think. Well done on Spurs for keeping Kane. If they do end up keeping him, like fair play. That's big for them. They need to keep Kane, but I don't know. I think Spurs they've had it as well, haven't they? They were up there. They're just not there no more.
Well, the players that they're going, so the players they get rid of is Alderweireld, Sanchez, Aurier, Doherty. He was another one that they want to get rid of, and that's surprising because Nuno's he liked him, didn't he? But he was another one. Lucas Moura, Lamella, and there's one more. Eric Dyer. That's the next one.
What do you think to Nuno?
I think he'll do all right. I don't think he'll set the world light. I think he's a steady appointment, but I don't think they're going to get top 4.
Is this what Nuno needed though, or do you reckon the Wolves was his best he could have done? Like I don't know whether because Spurs are a bigger team than Wolves, you can get a bit further with them, but I don't know. I'm a bit 50. I'm not too sure how he's going to do this season, but Spurs have to spend and give him the money really, and he likes his Portuguese players, doesn't he? So.
Neves, that's who the rumour as well. Ruben Neves from Wolves.
They're going to sign him from Wolves?
That's the rumours, yeah. Arsenal want him as well.
Of course they do. Arsenal.
And then they've also got Galini of Spurs from Atlanta in goal on loan.
What happened to Lloris?
No, he's still there. He's still second keeper with obligation to buy as well. But like I said, these signings they're not really setting the world light, are they?
No. If I was Spain, I wouldn't be happy with them signings.
No.
I'd want to lose.
And again, do you really think they're going to improve? That's the thing. Do you think they're going to get a higher position?
Where did they come this year? 5th?
6th.
6th.
Because you got Europa League. They got Conference League, didn't they?
Who got 5th? 4th, sorry?
Leicester got 5th.
Oh, Leicester. I mean, they can beat Leicester if Leicester don't do anything, but I don't know.
Leicester bought that Daka. That's right.
I don't know. I think Spurs, Leicester, Arsenal, they just need to start from scratch, really, don't they? That was a poor season.
Do you think it's a bit more of a rebuild this year for them? Do you reckon they're not going to compete and they're just going to build for next season?
Yeah, I think all 3 of them teams they had a shocker last year. I mean, Leicester started off really well, but to finish outside the top 4 for them, the way they started the season,
disappointing. Yeah, disappointing.
It's so shocking. And Spurs as well, bad season for them. They gave up by Christmas. They were like, you know what, forget the season. And Arsenal, they never got going, really, did they? They never got going. So them 3 teams have got a big task on their hand, and I feel like 100 to 150 mil is not really going to solve their problem this year. I feel like they've got a lot more to go.
That's probably why they're bringing younger players. That's why they're going. No, but it's just to develop over a couple of seasons. And just
what's going to happen though, into with these young players? They're going to get signed. They're going to have a season playing. They might get 3 or 4 who play really well, and then come to the end of the season, they're not good enough. Then they'll end up on the bench or they'll end up getting sold again. It's like, what are you doing? Like, why? Buy some experienced players, get yourself back competing, and then worry about your future. I don't understand why this.
I don't know. I think you definitely have to build for the future, though. I think you definitely have to build for the future.
Well,
so you have to look at bringing the young players.
Spurs and Arsenal don't have time to rebuild. Really, let's be honest. If they don't get Europe next year, they will lose a lot of money.
But will they get Europe anyway? That's the thing. Like,
next year,
but we've both said that. Like, Arsenal are going to spend 150 mil. That we don't even think they're going to improve. So how much do they have to spend?
No, but that's what I mean. But they spent 150 mil on the wrong players. They needed to get.
Who would you buy though? I'd
buy Varane. If I was Arsenal, why would you buy Ben White?
So you'd go like international market instead of buying a youngster.
Why have you bought Ben White? If you just had a shocking season, you go and buy Ben White to go and help you out, bring that season back to light. What? That makes no sense to me. Like you've just had the worst season.
But then look at it in the sense that David Luiz brought him experience.
No, that's different though, isn't it? Like, come on, David Luiz and Varane, they're two different calibers.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But
David Luiz is a headless chicken, though, isn't it? Like, you knew that when you were going to sign him, he's 3 red cards every season. You know that he's going to get red. You know what I mean? Like, when you sign him, you knew what you're getting. It's like if you sign Marcus Rojo, you know what you're getting with him. You know you're going to get a red card here and there. He's loose, he's not right in the head. Why would you sign him? That to me makes no sense. Same with what's the other guy called now? William. You know what? William, I think maybe should have done a lot better. Should have done a lot better. But like they gave Pepe 2 seasons. Let's give him 2 years. Why are you giving players 2 years? I don't understand that. Why are you giving players 2 years to play for you? As soon as they sign that contract, they're on salary. I
definitely feel you have to build for the future. I do think you have to build for the future, but I do understand your point where they should have got some tried and tested players. Like Leeds, for example, they bought their defence. They bought players that are a lot older but have a lot more experience, and do you know what I mean? It worked a lot better last season. So,
exactly. I'd be annoyed if United signed a youngster centre back to go next to Maguire. I'd be so pissed off. That would make no sense to me. For the future, that would make no sense.
Well, yeah, like Leeds, I see them. They put a bid in for Ben White for 30 mil. That got rejected. Yeah. So Leeds said we're not having him then. But they bought Llorente and Robin Koch for the same price.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'd rather do that. But
I wouldn't. I get that too.
Ben White next to Maguire right now. That to me doesn't make any sense. Why would I want Ben White at United right now?
Not for 50 mil. I think that's what I mean. I think there's more value in the market. Do you know what I mean?
Ben White to me is a substitute. He comes on. He comes on in the cup games.
I think he's a good player. Ben White is a good player. Like he is a good player.
Top 4, Champions League.
Not yet, but I think he will be. Not yet, but I think he will be. Yeah. But I mean, for Arsenal, he'll be starting for Arsenal. Like he's a starter for Arsenal.
That's
not
shocking.
A starter for Chelsea or Man U or like I'm not saying he's a starter for top 4, but he's definitely a starter for the next batch. Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like Arsenal see themselves. I don't know if they do or not anymore, but I feel like Arsenal see themselves with United, Chelsea, and Liverpool.
Yeah. I get
so
that.
why are you not signing the same places? Then to me, doesn't make any sense. Or why do you not think them players should be playing for the same teams?
But saying that though, so we've said that like there were, maybe they should have looked at like a player like Varane. Would Varane go? That's the next thing. That's what I mean. So we're saying that they should be going them players. Can they? Can they get them players anymore?
That's true. Yeah, but that's probably why they got Ben White, because they can't attract them players anymore, can they?
Yeah. But I think the recruitment's been poor anyway. It's like it just feels a bit panicky with Ramsdale and White, where it's like, oh, we'll just go get 2 English players. Where it's like there's a lot of players out there now, like you could have gone for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right.
And then last one we're just going to finish on is Everton. So they've done kind of a buy one get one free deal and bought Townsend and Gray, but they've paid like 1 million for both of them. But I don't think either of them. But I don't think either of them are that good, to be honest.
I don't get it. Yeah, but 1 mil though. How I don't get that. How did they manage that?
Gray's $1 million. Townsend was for free.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that from Bayer Leverkusen or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Everton, isn't it? They always do random stuff, but you just don't expect them to do. But you know what?
It doesn't make sense.
I feel like it's them though, innit? Like where they're heading right now, that's what they need to do now, because they've been spending, and they're looking to get a new stadium as well, so they can't really spend.
Do you reckon that's what they're doing? Just being cheap, just trying to get some cheap players in. Yeah,
I reckon so. They can't keep spending the way they've been spending and not achieving anything.
And then just on the last bit on just Everton, Gylfi Sigurdsson. Have you heard about rumours of him? It's not funny.
God, it's mad. It is mad. I don't know what the truth is anymore. I've heard so many different stories now. I know he's been doing this. I don't know if did he get caught or something, or I don't know what he did.
I don't know. I just know he's been arrested. And Everton released a statement, didn't they? But
is it definitely him that's been arrested? Yeah, because I remember at one point which player was arrested.
Who?
They didn't even know which player was arrested at one point.
Yeah, but then he came out like in the morning. It was Sigurdsson.
That's
bad, like, isn't it? That is bad.
She was 15 or something like that as well, wasn't she? So madness, absolute crazy. And he's got a wife as well. You know, it's like
wife and kids and that. Yeah, mad. You're Premier League footballer, like young. He'll be on £100 a week easy.
Like, any girl you want, and you went for a 15-year-old. Oh,
what are you doing? Yeah,
madness.
Nice.
Did that mean that during COVID as well?
Yeah. Yeah, that's worth a bit about it. I mean, COVID. Passing on disease. Not more about she's 15. It should more pass on disease. Should have been isolating.
I know.
Cool. So we'll end it on that note. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, click that notification button. Thanks, Nissi, for coming on, and we'll do episode 2 next Friday.
Yes. Cheers. No worries. Catch you later.